Hello，大家好，我是曾雷。因为之前就要给大家
This Asian woman is back and she's making one of my favorite things that I don't know how to translate, but it uses this. And that's the meat that we made in another video. It's dried and smoked pork and it's so good. She saved us the ugliest piece. Literally couldn't have saved a worse looking piece. Here's the rest of the ingredients. Those big long things in the middle are kind of the star of the show. They're called garlic scapes or garlic stems. Also got some regular old garlic. Got some green pepper, some chili, some ginger, and some spring onion. And you're going to take your piece of meat, which you've made earlier. Originally, before everyone had fridges in China, you'd make this in the winter and it'll just hang up all year at room temperature and not go bad. So it's quite salty. So boil it like 3 or 4 times just to bring the salt level down. The water initially will be quite cloudy, but after a couple times it'll be a bit clearer. Okay, so that might sound like a waste of electricity, huh? Or a waste of energy. I think back in the day, and even actually still today, a lot of people burnt twigs and straw and stuff like that to cook their meals with, so it's not such a bad thing. Like I said, I don't really know how to translate this. Google Translate called it garlic fried bacon. Not quite right. Does sound delicious though. Okay, give that a flip. That's better. So I think I would probably call it garlic stalky meat. Dry meat cutscapes. Smoky garlicky yum. Fried fuck! Alright, cut up your green peppers. You can cut them a little bit smaller than this. This Asian woman commented later after the video, like, these are pretty long. I didn't have to make them so long, but whatever. These are not really necessary anyway. This green stuff's just to make it look nice, like give it some color. I mean, there are other green things in it. I think yellow peppers would look pretty awesome in this dish. Add some chili if you like chili. If you don't like chili, then don't add it. Genius. Another one. Chop, 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 chop. These chilies came from our garden. In a few weeks we'll have a new chili sauce video. Chop up your garlic like that. Lots of garlic. Nice garlicky flavor in this dish. So good. Chop up your ginger. Chop, 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 chop. Watch out for your fingers. Chop, chop, chop. Okay. Now what's the next thing here? Oh, here we go. Star of the show. You can buy these in your supermarket, I assume, because you can buy them in my supermarket. Not that I own a supermarket. Hopefully one day. It's not actually a goal, but if it just happens to come along the way and I just stumble across supermarket ownership, then I will also sell these in it. Okay. And cut up your little spring onions. I think people call them shallots in some places, or is that something else? Help me out here. Is that right? We call them spring onions. Why? I don't know. You have them all year round, right? They're not just in spring. What are French onions? All I know is French onion dip. It's not all I know. Alright, this has been boiled pretty well. It's still going to be quite salty, but... yeah, put that on top. Baste it. Don't have to do that. This Asian woman likes to massage the food and just really play with it. Why not, right? Your birthday comes but once a year, as they say. Okay, there's our dark garden in the background. Bad lighting. What can you do? What can you do? The place we live doesn't really lend itself to filming because it's really noisy, so we do it real late at night sometimes, and it just doesn't look that so great. Whatever. When you cut it open, it looks like this. The ugliest piece. What shape is that? Anyway, cut that into little, what do we call this shape? Cut that into slices like that. Slice it into slices. Cut that into slices. Slice it into cuts. Wow. You're gonna have to put that on an inspirational poster. If you don't have these ingredients, maybe you can just put in extra garlic and use bacon. It won't be the same because this meat's kind of dried, so the texture's a bit different and bacon's flavor is a bit different, but I don't know. Empty the water out, and when the wok is dry, don't let it be wet, add some oil. Then add in your garlic, your chili, and your ginger. Give that a quick stir fry, and then add in the meat. Give that a quick stir fry. Mix, mix, mix. At this point, the chili is burning everyone's eyes. Everyone's sneezing and coughing. Smoke alarm's going off. That's just steam. Okay. Yeah, play with it, play with it. Stir and fry. Stir and fry. Stir and fry. This is some light soy sauce. More mellow than dark soy. Splasher. There's no added salt in this dish because, well, the soy sauce is a little bit salty and the meat's a little bit salty, and it'll all come out as it's cooking, so you don't need to add any more. I mean, you can if you want, if you like things really salty. Just spreading things about on the pan so it all contacts the hot metal. Alright, what's next? You ask. Actually, I was asking. You put in the green stuff, 1 and 2, not the spring onions yet. They're actually just a garnish. But this stuff, put it all in. Stir fry. That's a prediction. And I was right. I've watched this video several times, but I forget what happens. So I'm not going to spoil it for myself. Stir, stir, stir. Fry, fry, fry. Add some water. Just a little bit of water. How much is it? About that much. And mix that around. This water is mostly going to evaporate. Just helps things cook, and it sort of forms a sauce, mixes with the oil and the flavors and makes a bit of a sauce. A few minutes later, it's reduced quite a bit. Can we get a close-up on that? Nope. No, no, no. Okay. Looks really good. Looks healthy, doesn't it? I mean, Chinese food is pretty healthy, except for all the oil. I'm not a nutritionist or anything, but I think so. Try to get a good look at that. Move the wok, please. Thank you. Now, this is the second time she's added the spring onion because our cameraman forgot to film the first one. Don't worry, he's been fired and castrated. Now, put that onto a plate and eat it with rice. Cool. What does it taste like? Oh, it tastes sort of smoky because the meat's been smoked. Kind of salty, kind of garlicky. Really awesome. Like I said, this is one of my favorite foods. One of. Awesome texture too. What do you think? Come on, everyone's just watching you chew. Come on.
非常好吃，它口感在我
Makes me wish I could speak Japanese. Great. Alright, hey, thanks for watching, everybody.
谢谢看我的电影，我要去吃饭了，拜拜。
Yummy garlic crunch, yum. Fried fuck!